Hello everybody and welcome to Simulator Gaming and welcome to episode number 1 here on another map that a lot of people have been asking for. This is Meadow Grove Farm by Nathan6930. Landy Kid's been playing this, he's been recommending it a lot, and also Rainbow Dave has been doing it a lot and you guys have been asking for it, so I thought we'd give it a go. This is not the pre-release version which Landy Kid and Rainbow Dave are using. This is the normal one, so you guys can play along if you want to. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and head out the house. Very familiar looking house this. We're going to head out here. We'll go to our equipment now. Obviously, what day is it today? Not yesterday, day before the Classics DLC? What was it? Modern Classics DLC got released. So we have some of the equipment from there, but not all of it. So we've got the loader there, the JCB loader. This is Peter J's mod, the 399. Now, if you guys saw my Ballincraig Estate video, you said you might have heard me say I wish this thing had IC. I've actually downloaded the extra mod now that I didn't see the first time, which gives us IC, and it's also gives us a nice little turbo sticker there along the windshield. In here we've got the rest of our equipment, so it's quite modern but not too modern. We've got one of my favourite tractors of all time, the New Holland T7 Blue Power, the older shape. I think this thing looks quite aggressive. Well, I used to think it looks quite aggressive. Now I sort of think it looks like a bug. But I love it anyway, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We've got the 7530 back once again. We've not used this for a long time. So this was a class, but I ended up swapping it out because the class was a little bit too big. We've also got, for the first time, the Massey Ferguson 7480 here with the big bug eyes on the front. And finally, as a little run-around tractor for karting and stuff, we've also got from the DLC the 5150 Pro by Matt XJ, of course, the Farming Classics DLC. We've got the Combine from there as well, and I think that's pretty much it in terms of vehicles. We've also got something else parked on this map, which you guys will see later on, but for now, I roughly know what we're doing. So, once again, this is episode number 1, so we have to do all of the jobs that we start off with, basically. So, we've got our field here of, I can't remember what crop this is. You guys probably know straight away just by looking at it, but I'm a bit rusty with Farm Sim. This is millet, and it's ready to harvest, but it's only 71%, so I think we're going to wait and get the full yield out of that. Bit of FPS jump there, not sure what that was. We haven't actually been around the map yet, so it's probably still loading in. I have swapped out the trailer for the Marshall trailer. We've not used this thing since FS15, so I thought we'd use this thing again. So with that said, let's jump in to the Combine. We're going to field 74, which, if I remember rightly, is rye, possibly? Maybe oats. So we're going to take the 5150. It's probably the cheapest tractor to run. So let's go ahead and jump into here. Get it turned on. Head tracking on. Need to reset it, hang on. There we go. That should have done it. So head out now in the 5150. Love this tractor. One of my favourite DLCs by far that's come out for FS17. So we're going to be using this thing for the header trailer. We could technically put the header trailer on the back of the Combine, but the roads are a little bit narrow. Now, we do still have the gear shifter. It's a little bit out of frame. I have to move that in a second, but we don't need it today because I have finally put the reverse onto the paddle shifter. A lot of people were asking me to do this, so we've gone ahead and done it. If we just reverse this thing here, I can't actually see the hitch. The camera's a bit low on this thing. We seem to be lower than the actual seat here. Let's go ahead and do this in third person then. So I can't even move the camera up myself because it's a DLC. Right. Once again, there's no IC on this thing, so we have to just jump out. Get the header trailer attached. And she's now ready to go. So this is the Combine that we've got. This is the New Holland TX 34 from the Modern Classics pack. So we're going to be using that today. We might end up swapping this out because it is quite a small one. It's bigger than the one that we start off with, but only by literally like less than 1,000. So nothing to write home about. Let's get this thing back into forward here. Now I don't actually know how to get to field 74, so we're going to have a look at that in a second. Ooh, something's loading in there. So once again, this is episode number 1, and I've not actually been around the map yet. I forgot. So let's go ahead and get the beacon light on there, just so we don't forget we've got onto the road, and we'll get the Combine booted up. So as I was saying, we've not actually been around the map yet, so it's going to be loading in shaders and stuff, so you might see frame drops every now and then, but it'll only be for the first episode or the first time we go to an area on the map. Right, let's get this Combine booted up here. This camera feels quite low as well. It's something about the steering wheel. Maybe it's the FOV? Possibly? Right, there we go. Pull this thing out. It's a really nice Combine though. And I will be talking about this DLC in a second when we travel over, because there's a lot of people don't understand about this DLC, so right, I'm going to try and get you on follow me, but please don't get stuck in a bush or something. Are you ready to go? Well, I'm going to quickly look at the map to see how we actually get to field 74, and I'll see you guys in a second when I've worked it out. Okay, buddy, so we are now ready to go. I think I know where we're going, roughly. I'm a little bit worried, because I did look at the way we have to go, and I'm pretty certain that the Combine's going to get stuck, because once again, the AI is not very good at driving the Combine, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Right, once again, there's no IC, so we have to just jump out of here and do this. So whilst the Combine catches up, come on, open. Let's go ahead and get both the gates open. Hopefully these gates here open inwards, so it's just going to be a little bit awkward. The inwards or outwards? Yeah, they are inwards. Good. So we ain't got too far to drive. It's literally just up the road, and then we have to go through a couple of fields to get to our field today. Ready, Combine? You're a bit far behind, but I think that's because I set you to 30 meters, I think it was. So how you guys doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel relaunch. So far, I'm keeping up with my schedule. We'll see how long that lasts, though. So once again, if you've missed it, I did do an episode on Ballincraig Estate as well, because a lot of people were asking for that, which is a dairy farm, so that's going to be mainly grass work. So because of that, we won't be doing too much grass work. I'm not going to say we're not going to do it at all on this map, but we're going to be restricted, that's for sure. But our turning is just here. We're going to come onto the grass a little bit here. We need to pretend we're driving the Combine so that he doesn't get stuck, because he literally just follows our exact path, basically. And I think it's through here. The Combine's going to be in the road for a minute here. So we don't actually own this field here, which is a little bit awkward, because we need to pass through it, because our field's here. But, we know the neighbours, so it's not going to hurt too much. So here's the field we're going to here. Let's get this gate open as well whilst we're here. And what is this crop? This is oats. I can't remember if I said oats or rye a minute ago. Let's see if we go. Maybe we should buy this grass field. How much is it? How much is this grass field? It is £3,000. Take that. There we go. We now own this field. Now I don't feel bad about driving through it. We also have a little grass field here as well. Let's jump into this. So, what I was going to say about this DLC is, with the Modern Classics DLC, is a lot of people are saying it looks too shiny, looks too new. The idea isn't to be a used track. They are old, but your guys are thinking as if we've bought them second hand. These are meant to be brand new, but they're just from back then, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much the theme. Same with the tractors that you start off with in Farm Sim, the Case and the New Holland. They're shiny and new. They're meant to be brand new, but just from back in the day, basically. So if you're playing a farm set in the 90s, then that makes complete sense. I think that's basically the gist of it. I think that's why they're not... You can actually wait there a minute, Mr. Combine. No, okay. Shift, there's the one. Right, we're going to pull this thing here a minute. We're going to try and straighten up as best as we can here. The idea I'm going for here is so that he can just come in, take it and go. That's the plan anyway. Right, start turning. Right, how's that looking? Let's quickly jump out and have a look. I'll actually turn the lights on here. That's because of the Follow Me mod. We're looking good. Come back a little bit more. That should be fine. Like so. That should do it right. Let's jump into the Combine here. And we can start on this. So this is not all we're doing today, don't worry. Let's jump into her. She is off Follow Me now, so we're going to do too much. I'm going to go ahead and get the Combine unfolded here. That's all we have to do on this Combine. It's done already. Right. Let's connect this header up real quick. Nice and slow. There we go. Right, I'm just going to scoot back a tiny bit here, just so we can whip the trailer away. I'm not really sure where we're going to put this trailer for now. Oh, we're in the wrong gear. Well done, Simulate. If we own that field there, we could make a little entrance there, I'm thinking. I think we've reached our turning limits here. But that'll do for now. Let's go ahead and get this turned off. We're actually in the bush here. A little bit, not unrealistic, but not the best. Right, so what are we going to do here? I'm trying to think what's going to be the easiest way. Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Usually I know it is clockwise, but we've sort of parked the Case in the way. Now we can't get out of here. Right, let's run around. And there we go. That's as close as we can get. Rightio, let's get it cranked up here. Drop the header down. And we'll make a start on this. So we're not going to be doing the whole field. We'll do most of it at least. Because you guys have seen me doing a lot of harvesting lately. And you're probably going to see me do some more very soon on Ballincraig and stuff. Look at the graphics on that. I like it. Oats look really good for some reason. I think it's because they're so HD compared to the in-game ones. Need to double check we are dropping a swath. Yes, we are, because we need the straw to sell. Awesome. So once again, I hope you guys are well. I know I've already said that, but this video is going out on what day is it today? So I'm currently recording this on Friday, so it's not going to be Saturday, because Saturday is going to be Ben and Craig, and it's every other day, so this will probably go out on Monday or Sunday. I haven't decided just yet. So I hope you guys enjoy it regardless. And this combine's really nice. I have adjusted the FOV a little bit, just because I felt like we were a really small person sat inside this combine. So I've changed the FOV to 90, which is a little bit too much. It looks fine like this, but as soon as I turn my head, the steering wheel gets a bit bigger. We're good. I've probably turned the beacons off here. Don't need them anymore. We're going to be here for a while. This header is only 5 meters? No. Possibly 5 meters? I can't remember. It's not the biggest header in the world. What we're going to do here, for the baler's sake, is just drive right to the end, lift up the header, get her into reverse, drop her back down, and hope... actually, no, we're not going to drop her back down just yet. It's a bit of a sharp turn, this. So yeah, now we're using the paddle to go back and forward on the steering wheel. I need another use for the gear shifter. Of course, we're still using it for the gearbox mod on Oatfield, but for like stuff like now, I need another use for it. Any suggestions? What can we use the shifter for? Someone said well, Dave said GPS, but I don't really use GPS that often either as of late. I kind of like doing things manually, especially with wonky shaped fields like this. Let's go on that corner there. Probably a bit of a waste there. I left the turning a bit late. Awesome. So yeah, once again, I do apologise for the lack of videos lately. For those of you that don't really know, YouTube's not my job. Couldn't possibly live off YouTube. We're beeping. What's that? 25%? Yeah. We do have combine signals on, as you can hear, and that's one headland done already. This is a really, really small field. I'll crack on with this a little bit. I don't want to spend the whole video doing harvesting, so I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, everybody, so we are now finished with our headlands. We've only done 2 headlands. It's quite a small field. If we do any more, that's probably much half the field done. We're going to shoot down the middle now. Once again, this is the way I've recently discovered I like doing it this way. It's a lot easier, especially when you're using hired worker and stuff, and like they always seem to... I don't know if it's just my bad timing, but they always seem to stop with the pipe in the crop, and it sort of annoys me. So this way, the pipe's never in the crop, unless we get filled up during this one pass here, which is pretty unlikely, because I wouldn't head off down here in the first place. So I'm not using GPS. This thing doesn't have GPS, of course. It's completely manual, so this is probably a really wonky pass. In fact, should we have a look, just for banter? It's not great, but it's not in the middle either. That's the main thing. Let's try kind of aiming for the middle, but we've missed that completely. Stop. Let's get the header lifted up here. So this is kind of bad timing, because you guys saw me do some harvesting on Hilltop Farm. So, well, like I said, I'm going to try and find something else to do in a minute. We'll just do a couple of passes here. And there's a bank there, and we're stuck in it. Come on. We're stuck in the bank. This thing does not have 4-wheel drive. Oh, we're free. Never mind. Right, so I head down here. So basically, this is what we're going to be doing now until we finish. We're just going to be going down here, then we're going to turn left and come up that side, vice versa. We should 75% there, so we might need to fill up, unload, sorry, in a second. I don't know whether we should take the case back or send up another person with a different tractor. What do you guys think? So what else have we got in there? We've got the John Deere, we've got the Massey. What was the other tractor? There's another one. Well, I can't remember what the other one was. Short-term memory loss, you guys. So we've got the John Deere, we've got the Massey Ferguson, and the New Holland as well. That was it. We could bring up... Oh no, we've got 2 Masseys. I didn't show you guys the other Massey. Well, I did. I briefly showed you the Peter J. Massey. Cool, we could bring the loader up. That's another option. That is not what I wanted to do, game. There we go. So we're probably going to be filled up after this pass here. We haven't got the biggest tank on this thing, but as you can see, the field sizes are quite small on this map. We have a lot of fields, but they're quite small, which is my sort of map, really. I like smaller fields. Means we can do it quicker and get on to the next job. So lots of fields means lots of work. Keeps me occupied. So yeah, I think we're going to get the little Massey up in a second. What are we on there? 90%? When we get to the top of this pass, we're just going to stop anyway. There's no point in heading down the pass. Yeah, we're not going to be filled up after this pass. That's interesting. So we're going to line up on the next one, and that will be us done until we unload. Let's get that lowered down here. Quite happy with that turning circle now. There we go. Right, so we're going to stop here. We're going to have a weird swap, but that's fine. We would have anyway when we had to unload. Let's get that pipe out. Right, so here she is. I've decided we are definitely going to take this thing. So this is the 399, once again, the turbo. Love this tractor. This is one of my favourite mods now for FS17, along with MattXJS's T-dubs. Some good quality mods coming out this year round. This generation of the game, sorry. That gate is open, luckily. Let's go ahead and park here. Well, not park, we'll stop here, reverse. Get the master trailer hooked up, and we'll take her up and unload her. And that should be us done for the harvesting today. We'll move on to another job in a second so you guys don't get too bored. Right, let's jump out of here. Is that close enough? Yes. Get that hitched up. Cool. Oh, I forgot we do actually have IC now. There we go. I forgot to show you guys that. There we go. There's the IC. Completely forgot. We'll use that in a second. Right, get it back into forward. Beacon light on. This isn't the fastest tractor, even though it is a turbo. Take it up. It's only a short drive once again. Let's follow the tracks. Right, so here we are at the field. Now it's going to be very, very easy to unload because all we've got to do is shoot down the middle. See? That's why I like doing it this way. Pretty much done this field already. It's not going to take me too long. English, simulate English. That pipe was quite high. I'm quite impressed with the design on that. So you can have pretty big trailers for this small combine. But we don't need it today because we've only in the Marshall. Windows shut because there's a lot of dust going to be coming out. There we go. He's unloading. So right, so whilst that unloads, we are going to go find another job to do. Let's see what we've got. Right, Kerry, so we are back at the yard right now. We've sent some workers off to do the full finish harvesting the field. So we are going to jump into the loader right now. That's quite slow, but we need this. So what we're going to do first of all is take the bale spike off here because we need to get ourselves a bale fork. Not a bale fork, a pallet fork, sorry. Because we need to get, first of all, some seeds because we don't have any seeds. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on here. Bit of a bad viewing, not viewing angle, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, there's a huge blind spot behind us, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll get over it. So this thing, I remember, is not the fastest in the world. So how do we actually get to the store? So we're going to go out of here, and we're going to go left. All the way down to the shop, which is on the far left of the map. And we just crashed because we're looking at the map. Fantastic. Well done, Simulate. So here's the loader for you guys that didn't see my first look video. You should probably get front wheel steering on, so it's a little bit easier to drive on the road. 12 miles an hour. I'm not even sure if this is legal, but it is with a beacon light, but still. Right, so I'm going to take a really, really slow drive down to the store, and hopefully we'll get there before nightfall. Right, currently, so we are now at the store. Finally, that was a very, very, very painful drive. So I have come to the... What was that? Just got stuck on something. I have come to the decision that we're going to take out a loan today, and I'll explain why in a second. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go to... Where's telehandlers? Telehandlers, 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 telehandlers. Telehandlers, there we go. We want to go ahead and get ourselves the pallet fork, which is going to cost us £1,200. Not too shabby. We need pallets. We're going to get ourselves just 2 seed bags for today. Yeah, we'll get 3 just for good luck. And also, that's left us with £28,000. Now, I am curious about... where is it? Where is the new DLC? Here it is. Now, fast track. 75 kilometers an hour. Just normal wheels. Normal wheels. It's going to cost us £73,000 for that. So let's take out a loan if I can remember how to do that. I think it's in here. There we go. So we've now got. We took out a £55,000 loan. We now have £83,000, and we're going to buy that new tractor. Hopefully, it's fast. It's a lot cheaper than the normal fast tracks, so should serve us quite well today. £73,000. There we go. It still left us with 9,600. We're a bit poor now. Right. So that is going to be taking us back to the farm, hopefully at a bit faster than 12 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and go along here. Pick up this. Now we can finally get the fast track. Pull the trailer forward a little bit so we've got a little bit of room to maneuver. Look at this thing. I love it. Look at the steering wheel. I think the steering wheel is my favourite thing about this. It's just different, isn't it? This screams 90s, this tractor. It really does. Right, let's get it into reverse here. Ooh, that is fast. Didn't expect it to be that fast. Right. Scooch up a little bit. We'll get that connected. Pull her forward, and we'll start loading her up. Probably about here, that will do. So there we go. So we have got the bale wedge on this Hersp. How do you say this? Hersp trailer. We've got the wedge on, so we can use pallets and bales and stuff with it. We can take that off if we want, using the toolbox. Right, there we go. So we've now got the pallet fork on. We're ready to load up. Let's make a start on this. We do have forward steering on still. Why won't that slide on? There we go. Finally, guys. So big thank you to the people that were suggesting that I put the paddle shifter on my steering wheel as the reverse. It's a lot easier now. I don't actually have to take my hand off the joystick, which is cool. Oh, have I gone too far over there? Yes. Yes, I have. But luckily, once again, don't have to take my hand off the wheel to reverse. This is fantastic. Once again, big thank you to whoever suggested that. Right, let's get that thrown down like so. It's hard to tell if you're flat or not with this, with the game, because you've obviously got no 3D perception or anything. Right, let's go ahead and flatten that out. We'll scooch along there. There's another one. And finally, one last one. Oop. There we go. I didn't go on properly, but it's going to slide on. Why won't it slide on? The physics are so weird on Farm Sim sometimes. Right, there we go. Get that final one on. There we go. So as I was saying, I'm pretty sure I could drive. Let me just get this somewhere parked up. We'll leave it here. Actually, we'll park it up in the parking bay. Now, as I was saying, I think we could probably drive the fast track back, drive back here, pick up the load door quicker than I could drive it back by itself. So I think we're going to do that. So just going to leave it here for now. We'll get it all turned up and locked up. Turn her off. Beacon light off. I'm not sure how you're meant to leave these at night time. When you park up, so I'm just going to put it flat on the ground, therefore no one can trip over it or anything, or walk into it. Right, there we go. Cool, so that's that done for today, or for a minute at least. We're going to throw the straps onto our seed bags, like so. Do that one for luck. And we'll drive this back. So I am actually going to leave this in the video, but I'm going to time-lapse it so you guys can see the beautiful views on this map if you haven't already. And hopefully we can get some serious speed out of this thing. Where's our beacon lights? Have we got beacon lights? We do have a single beacon light. Am I meant to go that way? I can't remember which way we came. Keep an eye out for the trail marks. Right, so I'm going to time-lapse this, and I'll see you guys in a second. Security, so I got completely lost then. So that took a lot longer than I was expecting, but there we go, we're back at the yard now. We have our new, well, I say new, we have our second-hand JCB fast track. We've got ourselves our new trailer with 3 seed bags. Not sure where we're going to be storing the seeds just yet. We might just put them in there, possibly. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll leave this here for now. Right, so we're going to carry on with this again. So thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode. If you did enjoy, please slap the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.